New Year, everybody. It's your girl, Nicole Banister, aka NIKKI BANZ, coming to you live from Cape Town, South Africa. Today I'm interviewing Zoor Galant right here on NIKKI BANZ Live! Hey, what's up, party people? Okay, I see we got all the Zumba baddies in the house already. We got my homies in the building. What's Gucci, party people? I'm so excited to see all of you fabulous humans here today. Happy New Year. Like, can y'all believe that it is 2024? Like... Honestly, it's so wild, but like, for real, like, what happened to 2023? What happened to 2023? Like, it's gone. It's gone. It's already gone. Like, that's so crazy. It's like, it flew by, and now here we are in 2024. I hope that you have had some time to reflect on 2023, do a little introspection about your highs and your lows. I hope that you had the opportunity to manifest and set some goals, dreams, aspirations for 2024, okay? If you hadn't had a moment to do that yet, because you were too busy litty-titty partying on New Year's Eve, that's okay. You know, it's only day 2 of 2024, okay? So we still got a little bit of time. But we want you to manifest real soon, okay? Real soon. Okay, I'm seeing some fabulous people in the comments. Please come to Uzbekistan and organize a fan meeting. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, I'm coming. I need to come. I want to come. I want to come to Uzbekistan. Honestly, I want to travel to every single country in the world. There's no country out there that I don't want to travel to. Honestly. So shout out to the Uzbekistan team in the building. Okay, we international here on NIKKI BANZ Live. Okay. Yes, love the international flavor. Okay, what's up? So look, this is NIKKI BANZ Live, your favorite interview series where every single Tuesday I am bringing you exclusive one-on-one interviews with some of the dopest people in the world. Actors, rappers, Olympians, TV presenters. And today we have an amazing professional dancer, fitness choreographer, okay, Zumba instructor extraordinaire. Not even an instructor, a Zumba Education Specialist. I have to look up what ZES was, okay, or ZES, depending on where in the world y'all live, okay? I had to look this up. I was like, okay, Zumba with the levels. Okay, he's also a makeup artist. The face beat is on point all day, every day. And I'm so excited to have Zoor coming in to this interview today. My very first interview of 2024 over the past 2 years of NIKKI BANZ Live since I started this IG series. Okay, just a moment just for that. 2 years of Tuesday interviews. Like, what? Yo, a whole vibe. Like, who needs a podcast when we can go live on Instagram? All of my interviews are on Instagram. They're also on YouTube as well. All the interviews are there so you can watch them. Every interview from every person, all time. Okay, I'm about to bring Zoor on right now. Come on with the rundown of the accomplishments. Okay, Court Mars, I'll see you. How to look positive as I do. Okay, X Asharova, Positivity comes from the inside. When you are happy, when you are loving, when you are fulfilled, the positivity just oozes out. It just oozes out. And I know that there's going to be so much positivity on this interview right now with me and Zoor. It's going to be off the chain. And our origin story of how we met is also phenomenal. Okay, so this is NIKKI BANZ Live every Tuesday, live interviews right here on Instagram. All the recordings go up on YouTube. My name is Nicole Banister, aka NIKKI BANZ, TV presenter, MC, hostess with the mostest. Okay, and now I'm gonna bring on the one and only Zoor. So excited. Are you ready? Yeah, you are. Okay, make some noise. I'm gonna get a little drum roll. Here we go. Here we go. I just feel like dancing just thinking about it. Oh my God, MTV. I'm so sorry I didn't see you there. Oh my gosh, who is that right there?
Please, I'm ready for my close up.
Oh my gosh.
What is that?
She cute.
You know, just I woke up like this. Yeah.
I'm sure you did, Henny. I'm sure you did. Ah, Zoor, hi, boo. How are you?
Listen, I'm so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, I feel it in my bones. So thank you,
Oh my
Miss
god.
Nicole Banister Bands. Thank you. The
Oh
whole
my
name,
gosh,
not
you
the
are.
government name.
I
For
know.
real.
Literally, I'm like, not my government name. I literally, I literally was on a call with literal U.S. government people like a couple weeks ago, and they were like, "Do you want to be called Nicole or do you prefer Nikki?" And I was like, "Well, Nicole is my government name, and you are
Right,
the government,
right.
so let's go with Nicole."
Let me just get myself a little bit proper. Nicole.
Literally, literally. But Nikki Banz to us on the streets, you know.
There you know. There you go. There you go. Because
Oh my
that's
goodness.
where it matters.
Okay,
Listen,
so
but for real, thank you so much for having me here. I'm excited. When we met, the sparks flew, soulmates forever and ever. And so I was proper excited when you asked me to come. So thank you. I appreciate you.
oh, oh my goodness gracious. I appreciate you. I'm so grateful that you're here. And honestly, I can think of no better human to start off 2024 on this show than you, because we already know the energy is off the charts.
Period.
You already with the face.
Period.
We did not come to play, okay?
No,
We came to slay.
only. Only.
Period. Period. Duh. Love it.
Love.
Love it. Love it. Oh my god. I see my boyfriend in the comments
Hi,
saying I love you, Nicole. Cute,
boyfriend.
cute man. Hi, boyfriend. We love you.
We
That's
love you.
cute. And shout out to like the 100 people who are here. This is amazing. Like, what's up, Gucci? What's Gucci? What's up? What's up? We so happy to have everybody here. Okay, and I feel like, okay, so you mentioned it. You said that when we first met, sparks flew. So I need to tell everybody how we met, okay? Because it was just like so cool, so fun, so serendipitous. So I first saw you. I don't know if you saw me, but I saw you at this incredible party here in Cape Town, okay,
Yeah.
at Hardy Collective in Salt River, which is like just an incredible space, an inclusive community where they do parties, they do functions, they do kikis, they do balls, they do all sorts of dope
Love it.
stuff. And the House of La Cap, which is like this incredible ballroom community here in Cape Town, was having a function, okay? And I was emceeing the function, and you were walking the function,
Listen.
okay?
That was wild because I had no intention to walk. I enjoyed the balls. I just wanted to do like the runway category.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the intention to do that. But you know, when the gods of ballroom call your name, the spirits from within, you know, then you gotta do what you gotta do. But I did catch a sneak of you. And so I remember you had the braids, and I was like, okay, girl, working on the mics and the ones and twos.
You
I
know?
love her. Loved your energy from the get-go. For reals.
Literally. And I love your energy too. And so when I saw you walk onto a plane a
The
couple
most
of weeks
random.
later, literally, we're like, I'm sitting there in my seat, Qatar Airways, and you walk past me. And I was like, I know this guy. Like, I'm like, where did I see him?
Yeah.
And then it's like those eyes, like your eyes are just so incredible. Like, you cannot, like, no one can forget your eyes. All the people who are on here who like watched you do Zumba somewhere, and like you were on stage like 1,000 feet away from them. They were in the back. They still saw your eyes, boo boo. Okay, so I saw those eyes. I was like, I know this guy. And then I literally just like got up and walked to your seat. It was like, I think I know you.
Yeah. I mean, in both of our defense, we both had different hair at the time by the
Yes.
time that we met. So it was fair. There was like a slight, like, I'm not sure that it's you, but I kind of think I know that it's you.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah,
Exactly. So
it was
that's our cute little origin story from
the
the
most
club to
random.
the plane.
Yeah.
And here we are now interviewing, talking about your life, which is just so incredible. I am so excited to share your story with the world. And okay, so for people who like don't know you, for people who are just meeting you for the first time, for homie from Uzbekistan who was in the chat earlier, like who literally doesn't know who you are, let's introduce yourself to the world. Like, how do you introduce yourself when you meet new people?
Well, you can just call me Zoor. My government name is Mansood, but Zoor is fine. I've been a dancer since before I could walk. You know, I just came out like that. I was like, ooh, that's how I came out. And you know, I've always been a creative. I've been an artist. I'm a dancer. I'm a Zumba instructor, choreographer, makeup artist, hairstylist, and studied clothing management and textiles. So, you know, we love the garments. We're a fashion girl. And yes, I love what I do because everything that I do just oozes passion and what's within me, and it doesn't feel like a job. It just feels like I'm having fun all the time. So that's what I do, and I get to have the opportunity to sprinkle a little bit of my happy dust around the world. Some people work in a 9 to 5 in a building, and my office work is here, there, and everywhere, and I'm grateful for that. So yeah, and that's how I met you.
Literally. And I love that thread of creativity that connects every single thing that you do, whether it's dancing, whether it's fashion, whether it's choreography, whether it's fitness. It's like you are just such a creative person. Can you remember a moment in your life when you did something and you were like, wow, that was like really innovative, or that was really creative, or that was really different? Like, did you have moments like that when you were younger?
You know, I was the kid where my mom would be like, "Masood, come dance for the aunties here, come." Because I was always the show pony. And I think the more I sort of developed that character and that extension of my personality, it was definitely a sort of process of delayering the things that I could do. I didn't know that I could do makeup, but I thought about it like, okay, I'm designing, so I'm basically drawing on someone's face. And kind of the way that I teach and make things relatable to people to help them understand, when that clicks for them, that makes my heart happy. And sometimes I'm like, "Ah, I didn't know that I could do that." Even now, I mean, I've been teaching Zumba for 15 years, and I still have like aha moments. I know. Let's not talk about how old I am. You gotta do the
Literally,
mathematics.
I was like, what?
Listen, you gotta do the mathematics.
Five.
And in dance, we only count to 8, so that's all that you need. You don't need anything more than that. Period.
Part. If it ain't 8.
We're creative for a reason. Don't give me numbers. That's fine. I'm okay. I can make shit happen. It's all good.
Oh my
But
gosh.
you know, being able to have an impact on the world and have people light up on the dance floor with me is the most incredible feeling, and that for me will always repetitively be my aha moment. Like, oh, what the fuck? Like, that's why I love that the most.
Oh my gosh, that's so special. And it just goes to show that it's not only about like you having fun and you being passionate and you being creative, but also sharing that with other people. Like you literally mentioned at the beginning, like sprinkling your happy dust around the world, you know, and you literally do that. I think I saw a comment in here, Rosa C. Barrosa, saying so much talent in this wonderful human's brain and body. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. All your fans are here showing hella love, and shout out everybody. We see you all. We're so happy that you are here. I see, who is this? Chio8620 saying he is so adorable. Greetings from Ecuador. So okay.
Buenas
And then
noches.
yes, and then Lady J 2003 saying love Mansoor. Obsessed. So we know that you are, like you said, sprinkling this little happy dust all over the whole entire world. We literally can't even keep up with you. You and I literally met on a plane. Like, what is this international life that you live? Can you talk to us about like where did it where were you born? Where were you raised? Or have you always had this international life? Or has this been since you really tapped into this creativity of yours?
I started Zumba, like I said, I started Zumba when I was 15 years old. Well, 15 years ago, I'm 30 now. You say I gave it away. I'm 30 now. I started Zumba when I was 15. I did the math for you. Quick math. You're welcome. And I have a beautiful family member that introduced me to Zumba. This literally that introduced me to Zumba, and it's been a part of my life ever since then.
Wow.
I have no dance training. I never went to a dance school. I never went for further training in dance. Like I said, I studied clothing management and textiles, which is not even related to dance. It's fashion. But developing this teacher ability, I never knew that I could be a teacher. And this all sort of came through Zumba and through dance. And by the time I was like 20, I took a plane for the first time. I was teaching people, I was doing different things, and I was like, I never thought that this would be my life. Literally blinked and 15 years has gone by. Now I've been working for Zumba for 7.5 years. taken me to the most incredible places in the world, meet the most amazing people and the most incredible communities in different countries. Um, it's still wild to think about how my life has shifted and changed over a decade. And I'm so grateful to the people that has been a part of that journey and seen my growth because it was rough. It was rough in the streets, guys. It was rough.
Not
Listen,
rough
I was
in the streets. I
rough in
feel
the
like we need to talk about it being rough in the streets. Talk to us about the come up. Like we knew it wasn't always planes and glitter and gold and jet setting. Like what was one of the
No,
most challenging sort of moments or experiences for you when you were younger?
I think for me, one, and this is gonna get a little bit like on the deeper side of things. Like in the entertainment industry, women are always objectified for their talents, for the way they move and so forth. But people don't really realize that men go through the same thing. And there's
Mm,
some men that portray themselves that way, but I'm don't like that. I don't like to be objectified that way, even though the way that I move and dance is sexy enough, sex appeal. But this is just something that I exude, and that's something that I want to share with people
mm,
that they can sort of tap into their inner power, their inner self, their inner sexy, because that's where the confidence lies.
mm,
And that is my point of it all. But I've been in moments where I've been like sexually objectified, and I hate it so much.
mm.
And also just being away from my family for extensive periods of time. Like now, this is the end of a 2 month trip that I've been away,
Wow.
and I mean, you saw me on the way out, middle of November, and now it's January, and I haven't been home. I literally go home on Thursday.
Wow.
Um, so it's just, missing out on little moments that you wish you, and I mean, like it's summer in Cape Town and it's fucking festive. The
Mm,
beach is beaching.
it
And,
is.
but like I said, I enjoy what I do. I love what I do, but it's not always glitz and glam when you miss out on like special moments and stuff like that. You kind of just have to make up your life
Mm,
when you go home but for me, it's super important to maintain that connections. Um, yeah, I think that for
mm,
me is like the icky side of things because I love my family and I love my friends at home and stuff. So
mm.
yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. And I feel like that's something that people who travel as extensively as you do or as I do, for example, that's something that we don't often really get the chance to talk about because people see you jet setting like, wow, I'm hosting this class in Poland. Wow, I'm hosting this class in Vietnam. Wow, I'm hosting this class in Turkey, right? It seems so glamorous. It seems so fabulous, but actually like you're missing out on your best friend's wedding. You're missing out on the birth of your nephew. You're missing out on,
Yeah.
all these like family moments and these special moments. And it's like, it's hard because the society doesn't want you to be like, okay, privileged bitch, like traveling all over the
And that
world all the time. And
wasn't
like,
me.
exactly,
I come from
exactly.
the ghetto. I am the ghetto
You
girl.
see now.
Like, I mean, we work hard.
Exactly.
Um, I grew up in the ghetto, and I love my ghetto girls.
Mm,
Shout out to the ghetto girls. Shout out,
mm.
mom. Mom, mom's the ghetto girl.
Hey, mom. Love you,
Hey,
mom.
mom. But what I love the most about my parents is that they're such hard workers. Um, and to watch their journey, they've laid a foundation for my sister and I to really continuously elevate ourselves in whatever way that we can.
Mm,
And not allow the space to ever quit. We were allowed bad days. Yes, you can have a shitty
right.
day, but you're not gonna quit. That's
Mm,
not what we do, you
mm,
know? And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to share the love and passion that I have with so many beautiful people around the world and made so many friends and true connections with people and really just be able to not just share the dance floor, but share the passion that we all have for arts, you
yep.
know? And I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Zoor, you have so much grit. You have so much resilience. Like to hear you, shout out the ghetto and shout out the hood where you came from, and to now be on this come up and really building a legacy not only for you and for your family, building generational wealth for you and your family, opening doors that your family was never able to open, getting stamps in your passport, a passport that your family could only dream about. You know, really, it's actually so incredible. I just want to acknowledge that. I want to give you your snaps, your flowers, because this is serious, you know. And for a little brown boy from Cape Town, South Africa, like that is, like, I'm like, can you, like, do you need a movie? Like, can we write a book about you? Like, that's incredible.
Listen, I'm ready. Whoever you'd like me to be, just tell me. I'm ready. Listen,
Honestly.
llámame Alejandro Esteban III, es mi nombre en español. Listen, who do you want me to be? Who do you want me to be? I'm
Dale,
ready.
papi. Dale,
I'm
que
ready
te
for my
quieres.
close-up. Give me my microphone. Where's my Golden Globe? Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh. Okay, I have your Golden Globe just behind my chair. I'm just gonna grab it quickly. Hold on.
I'll wait. I'll wait.
I love it. I love it. And honestly, I wanna acknowledge what you were saying earlier, sort of about the sexualization too. And I'm actually so glad that you brought that up. I have to say, my partner is a model, and so I understand. Like, there are industries where you have to be sexy and look sexy, but at the same time, it's like you want to be sexy for you, not because somebody is telling you to be sexy, or not because somebody is demanding that you be sexy. And I think it's so critical that you mentioned that, something that men experience as well. Have you been able to have these types of conversations with other dancers and with other folks in your industry? Because I think that's something that we're not really talking about as a society.
You know, we're not, and I think you know what, it's actually really like, I'm gonna sort of isolate it a little bit. Like, it's very American culture, for not to be spoken about, but it's so prevalent. And I'm also lucky that in South Africa, it's not something that is as high on the list of things as it would maybe be overseas and stuff like that. You know, I also think it's because people don't really see South Africa on that caliber or to that level. Y'all want to come to vacation in Cape Town? I mean, what do we do? So it's definitely something that we don't really talk about, but it does exist, and it is there. And it's just, oh look, what was reactions?
I don't know what that
what
was.
is going on?
I'm like, thumbs up, thumbs up. Like, does it? I don't know. Is that like AI? I don't know.
I don't updates. But I think for me, when I come across situations like that, one, I take control in a way that I always let the person know that, one, I'm not the person for that. Don't try it, and it's never gonna happen. Don't do it again either. So setting those boundaries, and whether you're a man, a woman, a non-binary person, set those boundaries, because you have your own power to do that. And I use that in a way to help my students to, and I'm picking up on what you've mentioned, where you know, we kind of have, you want to be sexy for yourself. And like, in my classes and stuff, this is literally what I say. Do whatever you want, wear whatever you want, just do it from your happy place. And do it like you're getting paid. Because if you're getting paid, you're gonna do it with all of your might and all of your heart. And this is what we want. And I've had such an honor to watch my students, especially over Kovisha, and the Panini.
Not
You know, to watch,
Kovisha.
yeah, Kovisha and the Panini. We don't call her what she is. She who shall not be named.
Literally.
Literally. And I've got to see them grow and elevate, and I always said, you know, who says that we have to be sad coming out of trauma? We need to see ourselves as caterpillars coming out of cocoons, and butterflies coming out of cocoons, so that we can reveal ourselves and unveil ourselves and delay ourselves, and take those steps to be the person that we want to be, and influence the person who's watching from a distance and is inspired by you and aspires to do the things that you do, you know, because someone's always watching, whether it's a lover or a hater, someone's always watching. So you can have shitty days, but it's really about how you recover from that and how you come forward from that. That's the most important part. Yeah.
I love it.
That's
I gotta
wonderful.
give you all the snaps for that. I think I saw somebody in the chat earlier. I think it was Court Mars saying that Zoor is my Beyonce. I'm like
Love you,
obsessed.
Courtney.
Literally, literally. Like it's just so evident. Literally, even from this chat on this IG live, it's so evident how many lives you have touched and how your story and your journey is so motivating and so inspiring to so many people. And I wanna touch on this a little bit because I think like for the average person out there, like for people who like aren't familiar with the Zumba world, I think the fact that you work for Zumba and you are a training of trainers like across the globe, I think that's something that like people are like, wait, what? Like they like I don't think like your average everyday like like gym goer, Zumba class goer like realizes the levels, the
No.
levels. So can we talk about that? Like, can we talk about like the Zumba structure and like how you were able to ascend in this way?
I mean, I don't want to word it as like a tier or a level and stuff. I
Okay.
feel like what we do is there's this thing called Zen, which is Zumba Instructor Network, and basically that's your Zumba instructors, and that's the fundamental of what we do as Zumba instructors. We're all Zen members, whether it is that you're an education specialist, whether you're a Zumba jammer,
Okay.
whatever it is that you're doing, we're all at the base point and the foundation of creating such a global movement, right? So when you're a student and you're coming to a class, it is our job as Zumba instructors to bring you an experience. So it's
Yeah.
not just about two steps here, kumbaya, whoo, Zumba, Zumba. No, it's about creating that exactly. It's about creating that experience for your students that makes it memorable, that makes them want to come back every single time. And
Mm.
what we call our Z factors, just like the X factor for Zumba, bringing that to the dance floor and allowing your students to experience what makes a Zoor class a Zoor class experience, a Zoor experience. What makes a NIKKI class a NIKKI experience? What can they expect? And this is how we sort of use the platform of dance and Zumba to influence people's lives, and it becomes a need more than a want. They start planning their lives around us. Like, honey, let's go on a date. Yes, but after my Zumba class, thank you.
Right.
Guys, I'm going to sort yourselves out. You can make your own food. I'm going to my Zumba class. And I think it's just such a beautiful way to influence people's lives into without without effort,
Mm.
and I always say it's like we need to continue to heal the world through music and dance because there's so much darkness in the world and we don't need to add to that. And it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter how you look, what your gender is, it is just music and dance are the two factors that will always bring people together. And
Mm.
if we just focus on spreading that love and whatever it may look like, it could be the biggest renaissance ever. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so
So,
glad that you phrased it that way, Zor, honestly, because I think to your average person, they are not necessarily looking at or thinking about the impact that a Zumba class, for example, is having not only on their body, but on their souls. Like,
oh
I
yeah.
can tell you, as someone who is an avid lover of a Zumba class, okay? Um, like literally, I was in Cairo last week, like the week leading up to New Year's, and I was in Egypt, and I was like, let me go find a Zumba class because there's
Yeah.
got to be one somewhere. And I found this beautiful instructor, this fabulous woman. It was like a women only gym, and like that class was lit. And it's like when I go to a Zumba class, I cannot stop smiling. Like I'm dancing, but I am smiling. Like I have the biggest grin on my face. Like my soul is happy, it's exactly what you said. It's an experience, and it is a global movement to create love and energy and peace through powerful, passionate, playful dance,
Yeah.
and also like low key get snatched in the process. Okay,
Exactly.
win, win, win,
No,
win, win, win.
exactly. Win-win. And we have a saying in Zumba that says Zumba is for everybody and for everybody.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what we do. That's what we do.
I
I live, love, laugh, live, love, party.
I also love, okay, I feel like I need to read some of these comments because they are blowing up. I see Alez saying exactly. I see Eddie Valen saying yes, mind, body, and soul. I see
Eddie.
Alez And so true. Zumba has changed my life. My soul is happy too. Bless Allison Stevenson. She's like, yes. I see Lilical. Oh, bless. Zumba saved me mentally during Covicia.
That's what we do.
During Covicia. Oh my gosh. No, this is so special. I'm seeing everybody's comments and this is so beautiful. Miss Mary the Mac saying Zumba boosts my serotonin, which in turn has saved my life. Bless! Snaps to everybody who's just sharing their fucking amazing Zumba stories. Like, it's just, it is literally what you do. Okay, and you, Boo Boo, happen to do it literally all over the world. So can we talk about like what's been, I mean, I know you have to say for the cameras that you loved every country that you went to and you loved every class that you went to. Okay, but can you tell us what have been some of the more memorable countries that you visited or communities that you've met in this international jet-setting dancer life of yours?
I mean, firstly, let's just take a moment to say thank you, everybody. Thank you to all of my hosts. I love you all. Please don't kill me. No, but I've made beautiful memories. I think, and this is only boils down to culture and work ethic, and this is something that resonates with my heart so much. I have such a beautiful place in my heart for Korea and for Japan.
Okay.
And I think it's because their work ethic is so like, I want to do it, I'm gonna learn, and it doesn't matter what level they are, they will do what they do.
Wow.
And I, for one, I'm the type of person, like, I'm so attentive to detail. I'm so like, I want to learn all the time, and I will spend the time. Even now, I'm practicing. Like, before this, I was dancing because I'm teaching a heels class on Saturday.
Wow.
And I was creating some choreography, and I'm slipping, sliding, sweeping, mopping the floor, and I'm like, no, that looks shit. No, you know, so I'm still also in my learning process all the time. And I think just because of the culture that resonates with my work ethic and my heart so much, that every time I go there, it is the most magical experience for my soul ever. And yes, it doesn't take away any other experience that I've had, because a lot of the countries that I go to, most of the time it is the first time I've been in those countries. And so I really appreciate all of the hosts, and I appreciate the communities that come in and is excited to come and dance with me. I mean, I'm so grateful to be able to know my schedule right up into December. So I'm coming to find you, and come find me, come and dance with me, wherever you are in the world. But I think that for me is like Korea and Japan is like the two places that is always in my heart. I always get excited over the moon every time I'm there. Like, it's such a surreal experience in that moment. So yes, I will say that. But I love everybody. I love every single one of you, and all of your hosts. I love you so much. Okay, don't cancel me.
Literally, disclaimer, and please don't cancel me because I love you all. I'm obsessed. But I just think that's really cool. And it's like, it's so amazing to be inspired by different countries and by their cultures. It's one of the reasons that I too love traveling the whole entire world, right? Like, I'm half Black American, half Iranian, born in the United States, grew up in the US, Singapore, and Bolivia. Now I've been in South Africa for 10 years, and I stay traveling as a host, as a presenter. I'm like, okay, this client wants me in Dubai, great. This client wants me in Oman, great. This client wants me in, you know, wherever, the Philippines, you know? And it's like, you learn about different cultures and different places in a way that, like, if you had just stayed in your one place, you would have never known there's a whole other world out there. You know?
Like, and I'm gonna throw my dad under the bus here. Sorry, Dad, but I love you. I'm still trying to, you know what? He's that generation, like, they went on holiday and they went to Houdini Spa and they went to Club Mykonos and they went, you know, and I'm like, why you wanna go to Club Mykonos when you can go to Mykonos in Greece? Like, what are we doing?
Right.
Like, you know,
right.
It's
exactly.
There's such a big culture that hasn't experienced the world. And being able to travel and being blessed to have that opportunity, I've realized how tiny the world is. Let's not think about finances for a second. And I know it's hard because, you know, in the wise words of Beyonce, all these people on the planet working 9 to 5 just to stay alive. It's so hard to not think about that as a realistic factor. But you can literally be on the other side of the world in a day and a half. It's the wildest thing to think
Mm,
about. One sleep, 9 hours, 10 hours, then you're already halfway across the world. You know, it's crazy.
mm,
And I really wish that everybody had the opportunity to travel or made it a goal in their lives. It's 2024. We're on day what? Day two? There's time.
yeah.
There's time for you to make that goal, set that goal, do something that you never thought that you could do because you don't have to be a victim of your circumstances. And two, everybody has the ability to achieve something, even though they've gone through a lifetime of someone maybe telling them that they couldn't. I mean, you know, you don't have to listen. You don't always have to listen. You have willpower. So do
Mm,
whatever you want to do and chase your dreams, chase your goals. And I wish that you had the opportunity to experience the world because it's so beautiful out there and there's so much of it. And
mm,
I know I said you have time, but in real life we don't have
mm,
time. Because blink and then our lives are over. Blink and we're 40, blink and we're 50 and we've done nothing. We haven't
mm,
lived, you know?
mm, mm.
And able to do what we do, we're so grateful that we can live and be present in the moment. Yes, we miss little important things that are special to our hearts when we're at home, but it doesn't take away from the fact that we're so present and grateful being in another country, sharing memories and creating memories with other people.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, it'll always be special, you know?
You
Yeah.
better preach, Zor. I'm
They
like,
don't call me the Zorical for nothing.
oh, not the Zoracle.
Period.
Okay. No, the monikers are next level. Like the nicknames are unending.
Listen, we have one for everything.
The Zorgle, I'm dead. I might just call you that the rest of the interview. I'm just saying.
Reverend
Like,
on Sundays. Reverend
oh
on Sundays. Sundays
my god.
only.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The rest of the week, you know, Zor
Mm.
eat, Zor thought or
Zor
something.
for the streets. Zor for the streets. That's what we do.
Yes. It's so funny. But honestly, what you said is just so spot on, you know, and I think that people sometimes think that they need to make these like massive leaps to travel to a brand new place or a brand new community. You know, the reality is that even within the country that you live in, if you go from one side of that country to the other side of that country, or from the bottom all the way to the top, I guarantee
Yeah.
you that is a radically different culture, a radically different community than you are used to. And it is only by understanding and integrating yourself into these different communities and different cultures that we can build a more tolerant, a more inclusive, and a more compassionate world. And you and I both know that right now we need more inclusion, more tolerance, and more compassion because the world is
Yeah.
is literally blowing up at this moment. And it is so important that we remember that there are so many people out there who are living parallel lives as we are. I always tell people that like we have so many more similarities with people than we do differences. Like media, TV, all these things want to make you believe that like those people over there with that different religion and that different race and that different color and that different socioeconomic status are so different. But like I'm like, you dance? Okay, I dance too.
Right.
Great. Like we have commonality. You
Yeah.
know, like
I
there's
mean, like I was having this conversation with someone yesterday, and we were talking about like feelings, and I was saying, it's so crazy how you can have millions of money in your bank account, and you can have no money in your bank account. But are you sad? We're the same kind of sad. We're the same kind of happy. We're the same kind of excitement. That genetic makeup, that DNA, what happens inside, the way our brains work, is all the same. And the only thing that is different is what looks like on the outside. So people always go through their lives and go through like troubles and things thinking that I'm alone, nobody understands. I just want to know, honey, you're not that special. Someone's felt someone's felt the same feelings before
right.
you. Like, calm down. Take a seat, relax.
All
You
right.
know?
Take a deep breath.
Um,
Inhale and exhale.
period. Inhale relaxation, exhale stress and strain. That's
Exactly.
fine. That's from my hypnotherapy, by the way.
Oh,
Um,
that's from the Zoracle is out to play today. I
this is
see.
what we That's how we stay. That's how we stay centered. No, but like we all feel the same things, and so there's always someone that will understand you better than you think that you are
Mm,
understood. You
mm.
know,
So
so
true. It's it's so critical. It's such a powerful reminder, and clearly it's something that you are rubbing off on all of your fabulous fans who are here today with us. So let me just shout out to the fans for 1 second, okay? If you are absolutely loving this conversation, if you're new to meeting Zoor, please literally go to the top of your screen. You can hit that little white arrow at the top. Make sure you go follow ZES_Zoor. Make sure you follow me at They Call Me Bands. Okay, and I want to give y'all a moment here now. If you have questions for the Zoracle,
it doesn't
okay?
have to be rhetorical questions either. Could be,
Literally, yeah, they don't have to be Zoracle questions. They can be, any questions. Okay, if you have questions, what I want you to do, I'm going to spend the last maybe 10, 15 minutes of the show asking your questions. So if you go to the bottom of the screen, you see the comments, don't put them in the comments. Okay, y'all commenting too fast. Don't do that. Okay, there's a little thought bubble with a question mark in it. Click that, type your question, and I am going to ask all your questions to Zoor. See, I already saw somebody put a comment in the chat. Don't do that. Okay,
Don't
don't
do
do
that.
that. I know that y'all have taken a Zumba class with Zoor, so I know that you know how to follow instructions, okay? Once again, down to the bottom, to the right, there's a thought bubble with a question mark. Click on that and then type your questions. The last 10, 15 minutes of the show, I'm gonna ask Zoor all your questions, okay? So once again, ask all your questions there. I'm gonna bring them up just now and make sure that you are following Zoor on Instagram at ZES_Zoor. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at They Call Me Bands. Okay. And with that, we continue. Okay, little shameless plug. Okay. Oh, I see somebody in the chat with the Iranian flag. Salam Azizam. Yes, Marjan. Okay, we got my Persian persuasion in the house. Okay, we love it. Love it. We love it. Okay, so Zoor, before I start getting to the fans' questions, I'm already seeing 5 questions in there. So it's lit. It's lit. Okay. Talk to us about what 2024 has in store for you. What are you excited about in this new year?
Listen, my mind is already working overtime. I'm so happy to be able to work with a team. Shout out to Zabina, who's on my side. We are working on really making the Zoor experience a brand, and I really want it to be something that whenever people think about it is something that they're excited to experience. And branching out into different things. I have my schedule up until December. My first trip out is to Bosnia and then to Japan, so I'm coming to you. Look out on the social medias wherever it is that I am, and getting into media. And the one thing that's in my heart is I really want to spend the time to get to know these industries within South Africa and within Cape Town specifically, because I find there's such a difference at home versus everywhere else in the world. And most of the people that are new, I can guarantee you 100% is people that I've met or people that follow me or from over the world, over the waters. Make me so sorry, that's like my my go-to all the make me and you got to do it like you're doing it in church. There's no other way. Yeah, and I think I really want to just make that connections in Cape Town. We spoke a little bit about this before, like me getting into media and presenting and stuff like that in Cape Town, and that's something that that's like at the top of my list. I want to continue. I'm learning Spanish, and I want to continue to learn new languages and stuff like that because I love languages. And yeah, it's gonna be a very crazy, exciting year, rebranding, branching out, and everything. So I'm excited to unpack and see how much I can make the Zoor experience something that is of global domination, because that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do.
Okay, well, I have to say, Zoor, I am already joining you in manifesting every single one of your dreams, your passions, your goals for this new year. Not only do you have an incredible international lineup already with Zumba, but also really creating the Zoor experience as a brand for you as a presenter, as an MC. Shout out to all the MCs out
That is
there,
it.
okay?
Guys, listen, for reals, Nikki is like when I saw her on stage, I'm gonna give you your moment for a second. When I saw her on stage, she's got such an essence, such a presence. I knew jack shit about her, but I was like, that smile, that energy just captivates the room. And I really feel like it's such a talent, such a skill, such it's such a nuance that you have about you that you have this ability to grasp people and have people in the palm of your hands, and it's such a beautiful thing to watch. Like for real, that's the NIKKI BANZ experience, guys, right there. So
Can we,
if you have
can we please manifest a little NIKKI BANZ by Zoor experience? Can we?
yes,
Can
yes, NIKKI
that,
BANZ and Zoor, this is the first of that kind.
literally, this is day one, right? We already did it. We already did it. Now round two
Exactly.
coming soon.
Yes,
Oh,
because what you think will manifest, guys, period.
literally, period. No, it's so true. It's so true. And honestly, at the end of the day, you and I are both entertainers, and our job is to entertain people and make them feel like even if there's 1,000 people in the room, we are speaking to you individually, right? Like
Yes,
that is
yes.
our job, to literally like just rope you in and let you know that we see you, we're here for you, we're so excited that you're here, and we want to give you the best experience ever. So shout out to more Zoor and NIKKI BANZ experiences in 2024. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Literally. Okay. Love it for you. Love it for you. Call me if you ever need anything in Cape Town or anything anywhere. Okay. Let me just put
Wherever I am, I will find you and we will meet there.
literally. I'm like Zumba and MC takeover of a Qatar Airways flight.
Yeah.
Like honestly, has there been a Zumba class done in the air? I don't know, but we
I
could
don't
do
know.
that, and we could play that.
Listen.
I'll MC it. You instruct it. I'm just saying, Qatar Airways sponsor us.
Yeah. Thank you. Shout out to Qatar. Thank you for the amazing flights. Now give me miles and pay me.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Thank you. Ready, waiting. Okay. Okay, I love this. We're so excited for you, Zoor. And now I want to get to the questions from the fans. We have probably over like 10 questions in here. There's so many questions here. So I want to make sure that I am so thoughtful and give time to some of these. Okay, well, I have to say, I just answered our mutual friend, Mr. Michael Vatblam. Okay, I just answered their question already, which was what is in store for you in 2024. So we already answered that one. That's good. And now is saying, and not a question, I just want to say thank you to Zoor for your beautiful presence that lights up the room and the lives of everyone around you.
Oh, thank you. Who's that from?
Well, that's from your boo, Michael.
Oh, it's from Michael. Thanks, Mikey.
We love you. We love you. Okay. We literally do. Okay, so that was that. Okay, now moving right along. There are lots of questions on here. Okay, Lilical is asking what country is still on your wish list. Where do you want to go that you haven't been yet?
Oh, you know what? There's a long list for many different reasons, but I think the one place that I've always wanted to go to, and I think this is in Iceland, but I've wanted to go to the Blue Lagoon.
Ooh.
You know, where the water is like white and it just looks so like out of this world. I've always wanted to go there, and I think that's in Iceland, but that's not even like Zumba related. That's just a dream place. That's just a dream place. But you know what? Because for legal purposes, I will say that every country that I go to is on my wish list. No. Okay. Let's be fucking for real.
This is not your government interview, Zoor. Okay. This is not Mansoor I'm talking to. Okay, this is Zoor.
No, but I don't even have a proper wish list of countries. You know, it's just whatever comes up, because I know most of the time it's my first time going there. It's just something that I always look forward to. And in my mind, I've never thought that I would ever be in this country. Like on this trip, I was in Japan, I was in Bulgaria and Italy and Poland and Turkey, and these are places that's like some of them I've been to before, but some of them I haven't. And I'm like, this is wild. Like I never thought that I would be here, but I'm here and I get to experience these amazing people, you know, and I think the wish list that I really have is really just to continue to be able to do this and to be able to explore as much as I can. Because I'm an explorer, Katie. I'm a wanderlust, hashtag traveler.
Okay, wait, new nickname for you, Zora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer. Ah!
Got you. Got
I
him.
love that.
Got
Zabina,
him.
write that down. Zabina, write that down. We're going to put it on a t-shirt. Zora the
Literally,
Explorer.
I want 10%. Okay.
Not the royalties. That's how you know she mixed race.
Literally, that's how you know American, okay? We about that coin.
That's how you know she's from the streets. She's a hustler. She's like, I'm going to give you the name, but you're going to pay me.
I'm telling you. Okay, look at Eddie Valens in the chat like, I'll buy that merch, Henny. Okay,
Coming
soon.
to you soon, bitch. Coming to you soon.
Literally, I'm dead. Okay, speaking of traveling the world, we had two questions in here. One from Alice, which is saying, when are you coming to New York? Okay, and then the other one, where did I see it? The other one is from Anka Maria 80 saying, when are you coming to Paris? So New York and Paris, those are the questions.
New York, I will try to come when I go to the States for the Zumba convention. So if I don't see you at the Zumba convention in Orlando in August, I will try to come out to New York. I have beautiful friends that live there and I always just love to visit.
Yes.
And I'll try to make my way there in August. Paris, my beautiful Paris.
Oui, oui, Paris.
Oui, oui, Paris. I do come to Europe at least twice or thrice a year. So if you want me to come to your country, please send an email to mansoorgalant.bookings@gmail.com and we can make it happen. Okay? That's mansoorgalant.bookings@gmail.com. Period.
Okay. Love it. Booked and busy. Okay? Booked and busy. I love it. Paris, New York, en route. Okay? Now, another question from the fans here, and I like this one. From Rafa Quinteros. What do you do when you're out of
Sorry.
¿Qué tal, Rafa? Rete veo. Okay. Rafa is saying, what do you do when you're out of ideas? So how do you clear your mind to get new, fresh, creative ideas?
Oh, that is a great question. Firstly, I'd like to say I like world peace. No, let me.
Okay, pageant queen.
That's me. No, I think for me, this is for the first time I've actually taken time off. I haven't taught a class since 16th of December, and I've never taken time off this long. And I will say, on one side of my mind, I'm going crazy because I need to move, I need to dance, but my body needs it. And two, it just allows me the space to really think about how I would like, what I want to portray in the world. And when I look for inspo, it either comes from rhythms that my body is not used to. So I go and I dive into things that I've never experienced before, whether it is folk rhythms, or for example, like I've been in Turkey now and I've been exposed to like traditional folk dancing in Turkey. And it's the nice thing about Zumba is you're able to Zumbify anything.
Right.
And so bringing that creativity to classes in different forms of genres that your students aren't usually exposed to, because one, you're in a certain country that isn't, familiar with these sounds, rhythms, dance moves, dance styles, or so forth. Bringing that aha moment to them is so cool. And two, it makes you a versatile instructor, because verse life is the best life. I say what I say, period.
Period.
Also, yeah, and then for me, it's just like, exposing yourself and learning so many different things that you can. And even if you go through the process where you just feel so silly and you're in your learning phase, this is the best part about learning is like you can make it your own as long as you stay authentic to what it is that you're learning and the basis and the essence of it. Like for example, my best friend and I, we teach a session called You Better Work at the Zumba convention, and it's based on the New York ballroom scene of the 1980s, Vogue poses, spins, dips, elements of Vogue, hands performance, everything. But we've Zumbified it so the people are able to do this and take this into their classes, but still stayed really true to the essence of ballroom because it is such a culture that is so rich and has also been modernized and westernized that everybody's like, Vogue. No, girl, know what you're doing,
Right.
because everything means something. If you're learning a traditional folk dance, it means something to those people. There's a beauty and an art within it.
Exactly.
If you're learning something from ballroom, there is a beauty and an art and a message within it. So you always want to convey those things when you are introducing something new. So I'm always looking for something that inspires me, stories through dance and movement that inspires me. And when I learn something new, this is the essence and elements that I want to bring to the experience of my students. So elevate, baby.
Elevate, push those boundaries. Okay, I literally saw Ills OG. Shout out to my girl in the comments saying, "Come through with pushing your own boundaries," which I think like it's not like it's external. It's like you are choosing to explore new music. You are choosing to explore these places, which literally ties into what we were talking about earlier, right? Not only are you sort of creating this more inclusive, compassionate world when you're traveling the globe, you're literally getting inspiration for new dances, new choreography, new movements, new ways of being and acting and living. It's like just such a beautiful way to just be creative, just to expose yourself to new things. And like all of a sudden, like ding, 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 like all the light bulbs just go off.
No, and the only way that you can do that is to immerse yourself in these cultures and these rhythms and these styles, and really be open to learning new things, learning about people, what they love, what they don't love, and how that takes on for you, and how that influences you.
Literally so true. And I feel like this question kind of builds on that. And this is like kind of fun thinking about like creating and new dances and new styles. Lilical is on here asking if you could choose one person to dance with, who would that be?
There's only one way, and that's the Renaissance way. Listen, no, I've watched. I've had the beautiful opportunity to go and watch Beyonce. My first time seeing her, and I've gone to the Renaissance concert, and I've watched the movie, and that woman's work ethic is next level. It doesn't matter if you're a Beyonce fan or if you don't love the music, whatever. Her work ethic, her craftsmanship is so incredible. And to be honest, this is what has inspired me to really push the Zoor experience as a brand, because he was a part of every single nitty-gritty fraction of a fraction of a fraction part of creating such an incredible experience such as the Renaissance tour for people. And all we need to do is pay a ticket and watch her, and we lose our shit. But the hard work that has gone behind the scenes to make this experience memorable for the people is so inspiring. And for me, if I could dance for Beyonce, I would shit my pants. I would shit my pants, but you know what? I will continue dancing because I'm what? A professional.
Well, we're going to manifest a Beyonce performance for you. Sans shit, okay? But honestly,
shit, but I'll take the Beyonce.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna leave that. It's all honey. But honestly, I think that's incredible. And it's also I think sometimes people think these things are, like improbable or unachievable. And I literally don't think that at all. I literally believe that you have the global fan base, You have such a collection and category of things online, of work that you do, people that you know all over the world. Like this is something that you can legitimately, realistically aspire to. And like, I'm gonna be there when you are on stage with Beyonce. I'm gonna be in that audience.
I know
I knew it, I knew it.
No, but you know what? It's so true. There was on the movie they spoke about each dancer and the person's background, and there was one girl. She was, I think she's like 21 or something like that, but she's never had a paid dance job in her life. Her first paid job was this concert,
Wow.
and Beyonce and the team found her on Instagram, whatever, and it was a regular dance piece that she was doing, but her wig had fallen off and she kept dancing. And Beyonce said it was just for that reason, that grit and that edginess and the way that she continued to elevate herself when something was taken away from her. She didn't make that her power. She didn't make that the be all and end all of her. And she continued to, evoke what it is that she is. And the next day, she was called to be part of the team. I was like, I let my wig slip off for you, girl. Hire me.
Literally.
Hire me.